Shri Vittal Rukmani Temple, Pandarpur. Shri Vittal Rukmani Temple in Pandarpur is one of the most sacred pilgrimage sites in Maharashtra. Dedicated to Lord Vittal, an incarnation of Vishnu and his consort Rukmani, this temple attracts millions of devotees every year, especially during the Ashadi Ekadashi festival. Shri Vittal Rukmani Temple, Pandarpur, near Sholapur, is the main center of worship for the Hindu deity Vittal, believed to be a local form of God Krishna or Vishnu and his consort Rakumai or Rukmani. Shri Vittal Rukmani Temple is the main center of worship for Vithoba, a form of the god Vishnu. A dip in the holy river Chandrabhaga, on whose banks Pandarpur resides, is believed to have power to wash all sins. Prettily placed on the majestic banks of river Chandrabhaga, Pundalik temple portrays Lord Vittal as its chief deity. Vittal is one among the manifestations of Lord Vishnu. The main shrine is a 5-story building with the pyramidal gun spire. The statue of Jaya and Vijaya flanks Lord Vittal. The main attraction in the square-shaped temple is its portico, which has a measurement of 25 inches by 17 inches. This portico holds the idol of Lord Shiva, which is protected by a brass cover. It is customary practice that the devotees should wash their feet in the warm water spring that flows adjacent to the temple before they embark the darshan of the Lord. One among the embarrassing allure in the temple premises is the iron boat of 3 feet by 2 feet, which floats in the river water but appears too heavy to raise with hands. Timings in the temple is scheduled between 4 am and 7 pm. Rukmani Mandir in the district of Sholapur is one of the chief deities of Pandarpur. This temple, dedicated to her, is placed on the banks of Chandrabhaga river and is commonly called as the Panduranga temple. Lofty walls and colossal towers are the landmark signs of this lovely shrine. The entry to the temple is through the Namdev gate, which is characterized by a flight of 12 steps. The temple holds the statue of Namdev, who is figured with his tambourine. Though Rukmani is the wife of Lord Krishna, she is not seen with her husband in this shrine. Legend has it that Rukmani is doing her penance and that's why she is depicted alone in her temple. Earlier, the mandir had only a small shrine and portico and later a mandap, and antarala and a sabha mandap were added to the existing structures. The Vishnupada literally is the Lord's feet, and the temple by this name situates within the city limits. A lovely shrine on the majestic environ of the Chandrabhaga river is a breathtaking sight that allures the onlooker with its exquisite charm and prettiness. The temple is connected to the shore by a ramp. Constructed with stone masonry, the temple is in the shape of an open hall where 16 pillars of stone support its flat roof. The pillar portrays images of Lord Krishna and Vishnu in their typical postures. The temple enshrines the lotus feet of the Lord on rock, which are placed on a square. These rocks carries the footprints in 2 positions, and one can also see the footprints of a cow entrenched in it. One of the footprints showcases the typical posture of Krishna standing on his left foot and the right foot crossed and resting on his toes. The other one depicts the Lord on his both feet. Since the temple situates in the middle of the river, temple shows water level up to its floor level and in the rainy months the temple is virtually submerged with the water. A holy shrine of quite antiquity that holds Vittoba, a localized version of Lord Krishna, is one among the numerous devout destinations in Pandarpur. The temple is believed to be centuries old, and the most amazing aspect in this holy shrine is the scripture that dates back to the year 1195. The devotees used to rub their back on this sculpture, which is believed to absolve them from the wheel of rebirths. The Lord is seen accompanied by his consort Rukmani. The deities look truly impressive with its blackish color, and in Navaratri and Dashera celebrations, they would be clothed with new clothes every day. The temple is open for the public for the whole day during Vari. After Vari, the temple is washed with water and the deities would be fed with special meals. Legends of Vittal Temple. The V in Lord Vittoba's name denotes knowledge and Thoba denotes shape. He is the shape of knowledge or the idol of knowledge. Another interpretation is that the word Vittala is said to be derived from the Marathi word vit, meaning brick. The reason behind the brick will be explained later in this article. Ba is used to denote father in Marathi. Lord Vittal, Vittoba, is none other than the Lord Vishnu, Lord Narayana, or Lord Krishna. It is believed that Lord Krishna had incarnated at the end of Dwarpa Yuga on the 8th day of the dark fortnight in the holy month of Shravan, as per the Hindu calendar. He is lovingly called names like Pandrinath, Panduranga, Pandairiraya, Vitthai, Vittoba, Vittumauli, Vittal, Guru Rao by his devotees. But the well-known and commonly used names are Pandurang, Panduranga and Shri Vittal, Vittal. The word Vittala is said to be derived from the Kannada, a language spoken in the southern parts of India, word for Lord Vishnu. The worship of Lord Vittala has been derived mainly from the Puranas. His worship has been made well known by the teachings, poems, kirtans and pads of great Vaishnava saints of Maharashtra from the 13th through the 17th centuries. There were saints like Sant Namdev, Sant Gyaneshwar, Sant Eknath, Sant Tukaram. Pundalik, a saint, was closely associated with this shrine and hence this shrine is also known as Pundarikapura. According to the legend, there was once a devoted son called Pundalik. He looked after the needs of his father, Janudev, and his mother, Satyavati. But things changed when Pundalik got married. He started ill-treating them. Tired of his tyranny, the parent decided to head for Kashi, that is Varanasi. It is said that those who die in Kashi attain salvation and liberation from the cycle of birth and death. This is still believed today, and many people travel there when they feel their end is near. Hearing his parents' plans, Pundalik and his wife decided to join them. His treachery continued so much that he made his old parents walk throughout the journey while he and his young wife rode on a horse. On the way, they came across the hermitage of the venerable sage Kukutswamy. Tired of the long journey, the group decided to spend some days there. That night, Pundalik lay awake and witnessed something remarkable. Just before dawn, he saw a group of beautiful young women dressed in dirty clothes enter the sage's hermitage. They did chores like cleaning the floor, fetching water, and washing the sage's clothes. After that, they went to the prayer room. When they came out, their clothes were spotlessly clean and they disappeared. Pundalik wasn't alarmed seeing this, but rather he felt at peace. He kept thinking about the incident the following day. He wanted to be sure that he was not dreaming, but had truly witnessed such a glorious incident. So he remained awake again, but this time he got closer and decided to speak to the women. Who are you all? We are Ganga, Yamuna, and all the holy rivers of India. People take a dip and bathe in us to wipe away their sins. The impurity of the mind, body, and souls make us dirty. That's why you see our clothes in such filthy condition. Pundalik was amazed with the answer. But you are the biggest sinner of all because of the way you treat your parents. This was a rude awakening for Pundalik. He realized his mistake and changed his ways. He served his parents well and looked after all their needs and comforts. It is said that devotion in any form reaches God. Seeing Pundalik's sincere devotion towards his parents, Lord Vishnu was extremely pleased. He left his abode by Kuntalok to bless Pundalik. Lord Vishnu reached Pundalik's house and knocked on the floor, but he was serving food to his parents. Pundalik saw the Lord at his door, but his devotion to his parents was so intense that he wanted to finish his duties first and then attend to his guest. It didn't matter to him whether the guest was a mere mortal or God. Pundalik gave the Lord a brick to stand on and asked him to wait until his duty was completed. The ever-loving Lord was so pleased with his devotee that he waited for him. When Pundalik came out, he asked God's forgiveness for neglecting him. But the Lord instead asked him to request a boon, and it would be fulfilled. What more could a devotee ask when his Lord was standing right in front of him? Pundalik asked that he should remain on earth and bless all his devotees. His wish was granted, and the Lord remained behind and is known as Vithoba, or the Lord who stands on a brick. This form of the Lord is Swayambhu, which means that his idol has not been carved or etched, but it came into existence on its own. He is accompanied by his consort Rakumai or Rukmani. Daily rituals and vibrant festivities. Pandarpur temple follows a deeply spiritual daily schedule, ensuring uninterrupted devotion from dawn to midnight. The day begins before sunrise with Kakada Arati and melodious prayer that awakens Lord Vittal, filling the temple with divine energy. Devotees gather to Abhishekam, where sacred water and offerings purify the idol, symbolizing devotion and surrender. Throughout the day, various pujas, bhajans, and darshans keep the temple alive, and faith and devotion. The evening Dhoop Aarti lights up the sanctum, symbolizing the triumph of light over darkness. The final ritual, Shejharti, is performed before closing, marking the day's rest for the night. While Pandarpur is a hub of devotion all year, it truly comes alive during Ashadi Ekadashi, that is between June and July, and Kartik Ek. Best time to visit. Pandarpur is a divine destination that welcomes devotees year around, but its true spirit shines during Ashadi Ekadashi and Kartiki Ekadashi. These grand festivals, held in June and July and October and November, transform the town into a spiritual wonderland. Thousands of Varkaris arrive, singing bhajans and dancing in devotion, creating an electrifying atmosphere. The entire town resonates with chants of Vittal, Vittal, filling hearts with divine joy. For those seeking a quieter experience, The winter months from November to February are perfect. The cool, pleasant weather makes darshan and exploration comfortable. Without the festival crowds, the visitors can peacefully absorb the temple's sacred aura. Walking along the Chandraprabha river, witnessing the serene ghats, and offering prayers to Lord Vittal become deeply personal and meditative experiences. Whether amidst the festival's vibrant energy or in winter's tranquil embrace, Pandarpur offers a spiritual journey like no other, leaving devotees with a sense of inner peace and devotion. A journey of faith and devotion. Pandarpur is not just a temple town, it is an embodiment of unwavering faith, devotion, and Maharashtra's deep rooted cultural heritage. Whether it's the enchanting sight of Varkaris marching in unison, the grandeur of the temple's rituals, or the divine experience of touching Vittoba's feet, a visit to Pandarpur is bound to leave an indelible mark on one's soul. Whether you are a devout pilgrim or a curious traveler, Pandarpur promises an experience like no other, but that connects you with the divine and immerses you in spiritual bliss.